Okay, so today I received a message from Spirit, or Universal Consciousness, the Divine Angels, and this message was for my sister. Last year, my sister was pregnant with a beautiful baby boy. She and my brother-in-law got transferred to Georgia, so we didn't get to be with her during her pregnancy. We threw a baby shower here in Fayetteville, an absentee baby shower, and we sent pictures over the internet to Amy to show her what happened at the party, and the baby, my sister carried the baby to full term, and the pregnancy went well, nothing went wrong, and then they said that the baby just might be a little bit smaller than normal, but we didn't think anything of that because Amy is kind of tiny, and her husband's, he's little too. But, so we just thought that was normal. That was nothing. And baby Sage was born on June 1st, and he was beautiful. He looked like an angel, and he was precious. I got the wonderful call on the phone at work here in North Carolina saying that Sage was born, and they gave me the time and the weight and height and everything, and I went right on emailing my grandmother in California. My grandmother immediately did an astrology chart on Sage, and a couple hours went by, and my mom called and said something's wrong, and she was crying. Something's wrong with Sage. He's not breathing right, and he may have Down syndrome. So I just started thinking, well, gosh, okay, Down syndrome, we can handle this. Amy is a good mom. She homeschools. She can take care of him. No problem. I'll move down to Georgia if I have to help her if she needs help. But I got home from work, and when I walked in the door, my mom said that Sage had died. So it was from not being able to breathe properly, most likely from complications from Down syndrome. There's nothing more painful than to lose a child. I can't think of anything. The next morning, my mom and I and my son Tiziano rented a car and decided to drive down to Georgia to be with my sister and her husband, my brother-in-law, Carey. And the trip was sad, but it was magical, and at the same time. And there was crying on and off all the way, and we wrote the horoscope on the way for June, and I typed it on my laptop, and as she told me what to type and everything, and there was laughter, and then there was more crying, and we got to South Carolina, and these big, giant, huge white birds. We've never seen anything like this before. It wasn't like seagulls or anything like that. It was just these giant white birds. They started flying around the car, and they were following us, and they would swoop down in front of us, and they were beautiful. And we thought to each other, that's Sage. We know that he was okay, and he's an angel, and his spirit is all around us. And we saw these birds flying all the way down to Georgia, and I've never seen birds like these before. They were huge, they were white, and I haven't seen any since that trip down to Georgia. But we know that Sage is here and with us, and his loving energy surrounds us. It's all around us, and I think about him often. And Amy, yesterday when we talked on the phone, you said you weren't feeling well, and I said, hopefully, maybe you're pregnant. You said, no, I don't think so. But I know you've been trying, so. But I still think maybe you have this guilt that you shouldn't want another baby because of what happened and losing beautiful Sage. Today I was just sitting on Mom's bed doing my makeup, and I randomly changed the TV, and I changed it to 501, and then I just pushed the up button because that's when the movie channels start. But I was putting on my makeup and didn't even pay attention to what was on TV, and it was, all of a sudden I realized it was in another language. It was in Chinese or Mandarin, and I decided to change the channel. But when I looked up, it caught my eye, and it was actually about a school that had collapsed in China and killed all the children. And the documentary was, in the part that I saw, because I could only watch like 10 minutes of it, it was too sad, it was making me cry. The parents did rituals at the children's grave site, which I thought was interesting. One group of the parents begged their child to visit them in their dreams, and they put they placed the child's picture on the grave, and he carved the name into the grave. And it was his own. He dug the hole himself. He buried the child himself, and he put the gravestone himself. Another parent, a mother, went to her child's grave, and she took incense and a fire bowl and meaningful things, and she burned them. And she said to her child to please give her strength. Surround me and give me strength. So I had to leave the room because it was too devastating for me to even look at. I wasn't really thinking about Sage at the time. I was just thinking about how sad it was for them parents to lose their child. So I went into the living room, and I randomly decided to open the front door, and I looked out. And a huge feeling of love surrounded me and shock. And I ran back inside, and I went to get the camera. I'm barefoot, still in my pajamas. It's freezing outside. I ran out to the porch, like the icy porch, to take pictures. And there's such a delay with the camera that I couldn't get that many pictures. But there they were. Huge white birds. 3 of them. And I knew that one of them was Sage. And he was letting me know that he's still here, he's with us, and he'll always be here for you. And he'll always be here. His energy will always be here. I hope that he's fine with Carey's mom. And your Lilliana, I hope. And he was saying, this is what I felt. He was saying that you should not feel guilty for wanting to create new life, and that she will not replace him. She'll be his sister. She'll be his sister, and he'll love her too. And he'll be with us till forever. And I just believe that he wanted me to tell you that. And so, I love you, Amy and Carey and Joey, with all my heart. And I thought that that was magical today. So I wanted to tell you about it. Okay.